Review of our fiscal rules, which I think it's the main topic that we will address. We will also discuss the consequences of the war for the economy, also for the Russian economy. But on fiscal rules, I think this is a very important discussion because we need to make progress in this review. I think we can say that we have some important elements where an agreement is taking place. From one side, the need to have a more gradual path of reduction of the debt combined with growth-enhancing investments and reforms to have sustainable debt in the future. And second, I think we have all clarity on the need to have a midterm approach to our debt sustainability path. We have to go on the discussion on the relation between the approach based on national plans, which is important also for the enforcement of the rules, and the need of a common framework, because we can't have national plans decided without any common framework. So the balance between national plans and common framework is something where we need some progress in our discussion. Having said this, my call is to make this progress. I think the Swedish presidency is strongly committed on this, also because we need to give the European Parliament the needed amount of time to discuss the legislative proposals that the Commission will table on the basis of the discussion and the consensus that we will reach. So the time is not unlimited. You know that this Parliament will end his mandate in 15 months from now. And this is the reason why I strongly support the need to make progress in this discussion and to reach some conclusion in the Council next month.
Mr. Commissioner, when you speak about Russia, you're also going to speak about the effectiveness of the Russian sanctions. Where do you still see room for improvements?
Well, of course, first of all, we see Russian economy affected by sanctions. It was the G20 economy with more economic difficulties last year, and in our estimates, Russia economy will have difficulty also this year, meaning recession also this year. At the same time, we have to work, of course, in new proposals that are ongoing, but a lot on implementation and avoiding circumvention of sanction, which has the risk to weaken our efforts. But I really stress the fact that there is a strong common will from this point of view among finance ministers, and this discussion, I think, will be very useful.
Commissioner Gentiloni, if there's no agreement on the fiscal reforms by the end of the next council, as you suggested, are you going to suggest that the escape clause is triggered once again for 2024?
Well, I don't think that this would be reasonable, not in the situation we are in. Of course, we can't predict events. This is the lesson of the previous 3 years. But on the basis of the situation we are in, I think there is no room to postpone the general escape clause. And this is further reason to go on with our discussion and make progress to build a consensus, which is not yet there but needed.
Do you see, one more question if I may, do you see any movements in these two blocks, Austria, Netherlands, Germany, the more stricter rules, and the ones, Spain, etc., who want laxer rules? Do you see any movements here?
Well, I wouldn't describe the situation as a confrontation between two blocs. I think there are different opinions in different countries, and this is completely reasonable. There is the common awareness that the fact that part of the existing rules need to be reviewed, and this is, I think, shared by all member states. The solutions are, of course, of these kind of things not easy to reach, but I see, I repeat, progress in this awareness, and I don't see an entrenched confrontation between two different blocs. I see different opinions among member states, and of course, I respect them. And it is to member states to reach an agreement and for the Commission to try to help contribute to this agreement. Thank you.